how do we shift that focus from the things that are more surface level into getting them involved in advocacy and politics?
Well, what we saw in 2008 and what we saw it trend down was the fact that President Obama did something that hadn't been done before, in the sense that he gave young people and all of these different marginalized groups something to believe in.
Mm-hmm.
And that was hope. When
Yes.
you give people hope,
Yes.
they're going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And let's fast forward to 2016. When we talk about this discussion of, well, I didn't want to vote for Hillary, I didn't want to vote for Trump, I voted for Gary Johnson or Jill Stein.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the candidates that spoke to what people, millennials in general.
And the Bernie Sanders.
And the
Yeah,
Bernie Sanders, you
Hillary.
gotta get that. They believed in.
Mm-hmm.
Hillary Clinton just didn't fire people up. And that's something I struggled with as someone that proudly voted for her. But she just didn't excite millennials the way that we did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think she was part of the old machine.
Part of that old
And I
Yeah.
think it
Learn.
was time for the old guard to go. And I think even though Bernie Sanders is old,
but he talks our language.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, you said something, that hit home like right here in Memphis, Tennessee. The majority of residents are people of color.
But I think close to 70% in Memphis now, 52 or 54% in the county.
But the minority runs this city.
Absolutely.
So people have to understand that the majority of the people that represent, because Memphis always is blue in Tennessee.
And I can top that for you. The mayor of every major city in Memphis now is a Democrat. That includes Knoxville, Chattanooga, Clarksville, Tennessee.
Outside this.
Outside of this,
Well, you know what happened with that
I know.
one. So, but so people have to understand how the minority is running the city.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're as a young man coming into the political realm, people appreciate, as we can see now, authenticity.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The putting on a suit and tie and a jacket and being a politician, that's played out because people see through that.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see a real candidate, down to earth. If you got broken English, speak it. Just be true, be real, and people can. That's what they gravitate to when you say hope. Because if you come in all poised and proper with that political talk, I don't want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it real with me, and that's kind of what pulled a lot of people to 45.
Mm-hmm. And I can testify to that because I've been that guy before, having worked in politics. I saw when I was Mr. Suit and Tie, the type of response I got when I got into the community. Then I remembered something that my grandmother said to me a long time ago that sticks with me: to thine own self be true.
Mm-hmm.
Once you really begin to strip away everything that society has dumped on top of you and saying that this is the way that you need to maneuver inside situations, and you take that back and you go out and really show that you care about the community, people are more receptive to that.
And, matter of fact, somebody told me this a couple of years ago. You can never be effective at anything you do until you become 100% authentic in doing it. A lot of people try to do things and they do it for the wrong, malicious ways and just be doing it, But you would never be effective. You never can discover your purpose and your gift until you really do it, and you got to do it with purpose and meaning and passion. There's nothing worse than a powerful person with no passion.
No passion.
And so you have to have that passion when you're doing things, and then people are more prone to help you once they see your passion and your fire and desire than they will be if you don't have anything going on.
And I think that's the thing that's unique about this Young Democrats race. I know we only have a few more minutes, but I think that's the thing. We stand at a crossroads in Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
and we have those on one side that want to keep us divided and conquered.
Absolutely.
And I'm presenting an alternative to that, bringing in, we've got a very, very diverse slate that encompasses almost every faction of our community.
Eddie, I see room for you at this table.
It's room at the table, brother.
Politics? Ooh,
This room-
see.
This Young
It's
Democrat.
women-
Oh, Young Democrats. Yeah.
Yes.
And after I graduated, I talked to Alvin before about it.
Yeah.
We did the 20 under 30 together, so I'll be there eventually.
Yeah.
School just ended.
Again, June 10th, come out. But that's what we want to do. We want to bring together the rich, the poor, the blacks, the whites, the gays, the straights. We want to bring out everybody.
In the pans.
And the
rumpers.
Can't forget the pansexual.
So Eddie, really, I'm serious. So you asked, how can you get the younger generation away from being pulled in by the R&B hip hop, the Housewives of Atlanta,
Right.
and getting caught up in social media And I think it will take somebody that they could relate to, that they trust, to say, hey, this is something that we need to check out and get involved with.
And that's why I decided that,
you.
because I was like, I can do this work in HIV outreach. How can I do it in regular work? No, not regular work, but in the normal everyday life. So that's something I can definitely bring to the table.
Well, this is the other issue also. They're going to, believe it or not, people will come to the light once they begin to get the effects of the decision of these old heads making all the decisions, and it's going to start trickling down. So you don't ever have to worry about people not getting involved in politics, because they will get involved in politics, because when they strip away your health insurance, you're going to get mad and try to figure out what the heck is going on. When they cut your food stamps away, when they stop closing down businesses and all the above, you're going to try to figure out what's going on, what I need to do to prevent these things in the future. So people will begin to get in politics, whether you want to or you don't
And
want
we
to.
need to say it for what it is. There are many out there that voted for the sitting president.
Yes.
And I use that term loosely. But there are people that voted for him that did not realize that some of the policies he was going to implement were going to affect them.
Hello.
Exactly.
They did it strictly off race.
And also, I think one thing that people have to understand, that our Constitution was written on for the voice of the people. You know, the people back then.
Yeah.
But we're gonna use it for right now. So we gonna if it's in there, we're gonna use it right now. So the voice of the people is millions, and when you look at the politician, it's thousands. So thousands cannot control the lives of the million, or they shouldn't. So we have to hold these people accountable in their respective positions and know who's in your district, so you can hold them to the fire. Because there's some of these people around here in these offices that skirt all day long. They just get away. The only time they head come out from under that rock is at election time.
And a camera.
Yeah, and a camera. You right. And show up at your church. So we gonna run them up out of there and come to the people.
Well, the problem is this: I blame the people who do not get involved in politics, who sit back at home and smoke weed all day and watch the reality shows, don't do anything but talk on the telephone and gossip and stay on these social media sites. I blame you, because you are the reason these people are sitting in these positions, and you are the reason why they're doing what they want to do. If you get up here and put pressure on these people, and you get out here and fight for what's right and stand up for people and stop thinking about your own self, then some things may change in society.
And people have to understand the psychology, and this goes back to the days when we were in the field and they were in the house.
Absolutely.
People have to understand the psychology of what we're dealing with.
Yes.
The opposition knows that if all of these different factions come together, we got the numbers.
Hello.
We got the numbers.
Hello.
So the only way that you can keep the power that you have and keep things as they are is by continuing to divide.
But you watch what's gonna happen in 2020 when it's time for our race, especially in the Democrat Party. You're gonna have, like we had the last time, 5 candidates that divide the vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you have a consensus running in the Republican Party, that's right there.
Yep.
With the county, with the sheriff coming up.
Yeah.
The election, the county mayor coming up.
Next year.
You're gonna have, and that's just, Lord have mercy, don't get me started. Hold my
I can talk.
Somebody
You better not let Terry Rowland get in there.
Oh, Lord.
Do not let Terry Rowland get in that county office. I see
That will be.
What we have to keep in mind is that there's that possibility, right?
It is.
So on our side, instead of playing checkers, we've got to make sure we're playing chess.
Yes.
Have a plan in place.
Yes.
If he's the nominee, have a plan in place if it's somebody else.
Yeah.
And we've got to be able to run both plans. But as long as you've got 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people running, you don't have a consensus candidate that can bring people together, you're going to continue to go down the same.
Because I asked this question last night, maybe you can answer this. When they get all that campaign donation money and they don't win, what happened to that money?
So that's technical, and I know we don't have a lot of time. Technically, it's supposed to stay in your coffers. So it's supposed to stay in your campaign fund. You can donate it to a charity, a portion of it to a charity. You can donate it outside, but you can't necessarily take it back in. People normally use that to begin to build their war chest up again for whatever their next race is.
Okay, so what if I ain't gonna run no more, and I got all this campaign money?
You got to donate it to the
I got
charity.
100,000,
You gotta donate
200,000.
it.
Well, I mean, like,
You can't get out of that. It's on the books.
no. What I'm saying is, let me finish. If that's the case, and I know I had the power to raise that kind of money, I'd jump in there too. I know I ain't gonna win. No, you listen to me. I'm gonna use the money to donate.
You going to jail? Okay, you going straight to jail. You gonna wear a rope?
No. They need to be looking at some of these folks that get in there every election. They know they don't have a pot in hell to win, but they jump in there and raise all that money.
We got 3 minutes. Gavin, give us the location, the date, and what the people need to do, the age of an individual who can vote. Go ahead.
So, Unleashed Voice, it's been my pleasure to be here with all of you all. And look, Gavin Mosley, candidate for president, Shelby County Young Democrats. The slogan is Rethink Memphis. June the 10th. June the 10th. It's a Saturday. From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Anybody from 13 to 35 can vote. Find me on Facebook or send a link over to David. You can register for that event up to June the 8th. Registration for the event is $10. That covers your lunch. And you can come out and vote for us. But again, come out, hear everybody's side, vote for who best fits your agenda, but I'm sure that if you come out, you'll help us retain it.
You know, I used to be a young Democrat when WW ran and he was running against Hackett. And I remember when he won, we was down there at the Peabody, and everybody went crazy. They was in the middle of the street hollering, "We can't hack it no more." No, really. And the Fords was very instrumental in that election. And I mean, that was my first time getting involved in politics. So that was around 1990, 91.
91.
And
they say, that was a question of election tampering there on the Hackett side. 171 votes won the election. So, I mean, it shows why it's imperative that in every election, whether it's local, state, or national,
absolutely,
we come out and vote.
We were out there. We was in that thing. And I remember getting involved, actually I was in union school at Ashland during that time and when Clinton Gore was running. So I was a young Democrat.
Well, look, pass it on. Your son is a young Democrat, so we need to make it
barely. He's too old, child.
Well, I'm getting myself prepared for city council. I'm about to take a seat down at City Hall. I'm tired of them down there. But nevertheless, that's going to be coming up in about 2 years. But nevertheless, give us a location, a date, one more time where they can reach you. We got 3 minutes. You got 1 minute to take it away.
Take it on home again.
Yes, sir.
Gavin Mosley, Rethink Memphis candidate, president, Shelby County Young Democrats. Election June the 10th at Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church. That's on Macklin, South Memphis. Time is from 10 until 1. Cost is $10. Registered by June the 8th. You can find that on my Facebook page, Gavin Mosley. Or, like I said, I'm going to send it over to David and he can pass it out to everyone in the Unleashed Voice community.
Because, we're going to be with you in spirit, because on that particular day, David and I will be traveling.
Most definitely.
I'll be at Jackson, Mississippi.
Me too!
And
be quiet.
the Red Door Foundation, we're going down there to speak in Jackson, Mississippi. So we're going to be with you in spirit.
Keep me in your prayer.
We're going to use all of our social media marketing tools to get the message out there, to introduce you to people that may not know you, and let them know that you need their support. So we need change in our city.
Memphis needs his support. That's what it is.
Rethink Memphis.
Thank you, Ed.
Rethink Memphis.
Where is the next gathering you're going to have so we can come there and support you and all the above?
Yeah, we're planning on having a mixer the week leading into the Young Democrats election. We haven't solidified a date yet.
Okay.
Because of scheduling, but we'll have that pushed out hopefully by the end of the week.
I'll be there.
Send it over to you.
I'll be there. Well, once again, this is my little cousin. Gavin, what's sign?
Right here.
You're going to jail still.
You almost knocked it over.
This is the Unleashed Voice radio show. She going straight to jail.
Getting in, we win.
Eddie going to have her rompers. Thank you. We'll see y'all next Saturday.
Out.
We got a minute, don't we? So while we have this last minute, I have to make some changes on the Facebook page for their workshop. So the workshop is going to be Thursday, and we want you to come out. We want you to come out, and we're going to talk about the power of I am. Come experience the workshop and what all that means. Dr. David Clemens is going to be there facilitating his own discussion. Doctor, we have to put some spec on it right now.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never met you. Don't cry for me. Nothing on that damn don't hit that don't no more. Don't you hear that don't no more.
We out of here. See you next Saturday.
Come on.
When it comes to being real,
Lord,
But he was setting it up. And I was at the door. And I was like, I ain't gonna.
I was on my way downstairs and you opened up the door. I was like, why you hitting that door like that?